What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sports Talk with Will. So, now I'm going to be recapping yesterday's training camp practice for the New York Jets. Um, Again, just like the previous practice, the defense definitely won, definitely dominated the offense. So, it was another defensive domination for in Jets practice. But I'm going to start with a quote from Robert Saleh. I mean, he's liking how practices have gone so far in training camp. He said, quote, "Last year in our team competition periods, there were blowout wins, and this year has been back and forth throughout camp. Excited about the direction it's going, but still have a long way to go in all three phases. Overall, it's been good." End quote. So Robert Saleh, he's happy with how the practices have gone. So that's a good sign. Um let's just see how they go on through the rest of training camp. For now, I mean, so far so good. But yeah, defense has continued to dominate since putting the pads on. Um, the second team defense really showed out. Javon Kinlaw, he sacked Tyrod Taylor for a 7-yard loss. And then to end practice, undrafted rookie defensive end Braden McGregor, he sacked Tyrod Taylor, and that ended practice. So the defense has just continued to dominate ever since the pads got on. Wide receiver Malik Taylor he really flashed yesterday due to Mike Williams being on the physically unable to perform list with an ACL injury, and Xavier Gipson currently out of practice with a leg injury. It's given Malik Taylor a great opportunity to show what he's got, and he and former Packers teammate Alan Lazard have gotten off to a great start in training camp. Malik Taylor caught 2 passes from Tyrod Taylor yesterday. The first one being down the left sideline, and the second one over the middle. So it's good to see these other guys show out. Another thing by Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh announced that Aaron Rodgers is going to sit out the first 2 preseason games, but has not decided whether he will be in the third game or not. He will have a discussion with Rodgers about that. My thing is, honestly, I wouldn't put him in. It's he's 40 years old. He's coming off an Achilles injury. I don't think you should have him play. I mean, if you were to have him play at all in the preseason, just have him, have him play like maybe 1-2 drives in the final preseason game. That's about it. Other than that, just don't have him. Other than that, that's probably about it. So yeah, I mean, we should not have Rodgers play much or at all this preseason. So that's really where I stand on Aaron Rodgers and playing in the preseason for the Jets. But yeah, I mean, let's hope the offense can get it going again. But I said before, I want practice to be competitive. I don't want days. I don't want it to always. I mean, I want it to be a day where the offense and defense both dominates. Like we want this to happen. And I mean, there's going to be bumps in practices. There's not every practice is going to go well. Not every practice is going to go well. There's going to be struggles. So this is struggles that they're going through. I mean, Rodgers was frustrated in the last practice with the offense. So there's going to be bumps in practice. So they just got to deal with it. This is what an NFL team goes through. They got to face adversity. They got to face adversity throughout the season. So let's see how the Jets can respond to that this year. But yeah, I mean, I'll have a video later today about how today's practice went. I'm going to try and remain on schedule. Just been really tired recently, so it's been hard to stay on schedule. But yeah, that's my recap of yesterday's New York Jets training camp practice. I will see you guys later. and go Jets.